Good morning, everyone. Virgo here. It is August 19th, 2019. Happy Monday to everyone. And as most of you know, we are going to be following heavily today the Sharon Tracy Gale Bay docket that is in the Commonwealth of the County of Delaware in Pennsylvania. We're actually going to be watching that really closely until that docket is changed to let us know whether the trial has been continued and there's a continuance on the books further, or whether it has gone on and is in the process of being tried, which we are hoping for, because I know everybody would actually like for this to be over with at this point. You're not alone. There are thousands of people that have made comments on this channel with regards to this. The weekly statements of Miss Gale have been getting more and more outlandish, as we often do see with the sob sits that tend to like to post while they are in trouble. They gear up instead of gearing down, which is always an interesting phenomenon to see. But while we are waiting on this docket, I want to read something to you that I think you're going to find really interesting. Now, this is a post that was posted apparently on Facebook. It was forwarded to me by a subscriber that has apparently been taking a look at LiteTajiri Bay's information on Facebook. This is a post that was particularly alarming to this subscriber. The subscriber happens to be a Black female, and she, of course, looked at this and said, oh my gosh, this is just terribly racist, what's up here. But there's even more to it than that. It's actually really ridiculous, and clearly shows the ignorance of Tajiri Bay and the lies that she is actually spreading. So I'm going to go ahead and read the post for you, and then we're going to look up some hard, cold facts with regards to what this post is referring to. Okay, so here we go. To the Moorish men who have Albion partners and who have chosen to procreate with said partners. This is a hard truth, but truth nonetheless. We can no longer sugarcoat that which is true, because we are in danger of our ancestors' wrath if we do not tell the truth, and our nation won't suffer their wrath for anyone at all. We are not angry, nor is there any malice in this truth, and in fact, it is given in pure love, so please receive it as such. It is suggested that you do the study on us Moors and the difference between us and the Albion, so that you know for yourself that we created them using animal DNA. Rhesus monkey equals RH positive DNA, and that we were given dominion over all animals. The offspring of the Albion are not heritable, regardless of how much they might appear to look like us. They are not us, and are subjects and property, as are all who are not of the bloodline and birthright. These are hard truths, but truths nonetheless. Albions cannot own property because they are property. They're also subject to all Moors, not just those who have placed them in their sovereign trust as property. They must obey all Moors and have no rights at all on our land. Remember that we, as Negro, Black, Colored, and African American, were in the same situation prior to our waking up, and is no different for them. We, however, were treated very badly and even killed. But we won't do that to them, because they will be protected by you as indicated in this post, and we will remain in honor. So that will continue to prosper, grow, evolve, and govern according to the 5 principles of light. Now, they cannot hold offices, nor any position within our nation. You can protect your property by putting them in trust as property properly. Otherwise, they are subject to detainment and deportation. If, on the other hand, the matriarchs/Moorish empresses choose to copulate with an Albion male, our children will be in nobility. They would be heritable, and they will still be due the honor, hereditaments, and inheritance that are due to the Moors. Why? Because they come from the Stargate that births the nations of the earth. Nationality is inherited by way of the mother and not of the father, since the father does not pass blood, DNA, during conception. Blood is shared by way of the egg/ovum and the cell wall that holds the priceless rare earth mineral in place until the time of presentation through the Stargate. Peace. I'm going to give you just a second there to absorb what I just read. The first thing that I want to go over, and I don't want to go into great detail about this, I'm not someone who studies nor has any degree in science with regards to DNA. But I will link you to where you can actually take a look at this information with regards to the analysis of the rhesus monkey genome and the fact that the genome itself that is found in human DNA is not actually the same at all. And one does not come from the other. So they are totally different. And the fact that they would make this claim is absolutely unbelievable. It is something that is put out there for the purpose of antagonizing people. It's something that's put out there for the purpose of spreading misinformation, disinformation that's going to make people angry. That is all it's about. That's all this is about. But here's the funniest part. Forget the fact that there is no truth to the gene being an actual rhesus monkey gene at all. If you have a positive Rh factor in your blood, it doesn't mean that you've got the same DNA. It's only similar in strains, and they use it for testing purposes. It isn't the same. But the funniest part about it is when you start looking at the percentages of individuals with their copper skin tone versus individuals that are very, very pale. The comment that is made is 100% backwards from the way this works. Let me read you some percentages. So first, we're going to be looking at the least rare blood type that there is, which is O positive. It's the most popular blood type out there. But look, positive means Rh positive, which, if you go by what Tajiri Bay actually says, then that would mean if you're O positive, that positive Rh factor is in there, meaning you were created by them, supposedly. Here's what's interesting. 47% of African American descent, meaning those with copper-colored skin, actually have Rh positive O blood. That's number one. 10% more than anyone who's considered Caucasian. Asians, 39%, still higher than Caucasians. And Latinos, 53%, still much higher than Caucasians. It's not looking good for you there, Tajiri Bay. Let's take a look at O negative. O negative. Okay, so O negative would mean that there is absolutely no rhesus DNA, according to what Tajiri Bay said. Only 4% of African Americans, 4%, don't have the Rh factor. In Asians, 1% don't have the Rh factor, and Latinos, 4% don't have the Rh factor. For Caucasians, it's 8%. So there's more Caucasians that don't have the rhesus monkey DNA factor in their blood type than any other copper color person, period. Interesting, isn't it? See, that's the exact opposite of what she's saying. And those are in the two main blood types that you find. O positive and O negative. Moving on. Now let's look at the rarest, okay? Because this rings true for all blood types except for one. A positive and A negative. There's a slightly higher incidence in Caucasian in A positive, slightly by 3%, and that's it. But for the rest of the blood types, the most popular and the least popular, it goes against everything that Miss Tajiri Bay just got through telling everyone. AB positive, African Americans 4%, Asians 7%, Caucasian 3%, Latino 2%, and AB negative, African American 0.3%, 0.3%. Asian 0.1%, Caucasian a full percent, and Latinos 0.2%. Now remember, according to Tajiri Bay, you want to be negative. You don't want to be positive. You don't want to be one of those people that got created with rhesus monkey DNA because the Moors supposedly created you that way. But guess what? All of the numbers speak to the opposite. They say if what Tajiri Bay were saying were true about being made with rhesus monkey DNA, the actual numbers say that the Moors were the ones that were created with the monkey DNA. Do you see what being ugly will get you? The real truth is that rhesus monkeys have absolutely nothing to do with human DNA at all. Rh factor is simply a protein called an antigen that's either in your blood or isn't in your blood. It's similar to chimp and monkey DNA in the way that it's studied. There are similarities to the DNA. But it's not the same DNA. And not any humans were made from that DNA. What a disgusting, lying piece of garbage these people are, with the attempt to try to incite racial division, polarization, and fury. Trying to incite rage over something like this is disgusting. And for someone who considers themselves to be godly or an empress, which by the way is a British thing, you're a piece of garbage. Honestly, this is disgusting. And it never should have come out of your mouth. It shouldn't come out of anyone's mouth because it's all fabricated lies. But for someone who likes to play the role and LARP that they are some kind of nobility, it's thoroughly disgusting.